Well, hey guys, it's Retro Dad. I just want to do a follow-up video to the arcade one-up Turtles unit I got today. I have it put together. Sorry about the noise in the background right now. My sub pump is doing his job, so we don't have any more flooding. And now what happened before is my two pumps actually died. So as you can see, I have my Turtles unit up and running, and I have my Final Fight one as well. Got my Final Fight one this summer as a celebration of us moving into our house, and all of a sudden I got Turtles today. So we're gonna look at a little bit of comparison. I usually don't like doing these videos with my phone. I prefer to do cameras, do a little bit more production value. But my camera, speaking of camera, like April Neal has right there, are put away because of the flooding and why we get some things situated here. So right now we are gonna look at the Turtles unit and what it looks like. It is almost identical to what it looked like in the early 90s. I mean, it looks great. Honestly, it looks fantastic in my opinion. My biggest gripe, my only real gripe about the artwork, and I'll tell you in a second, look at that. So my only complaint is the Nickelodeon logo. Here and the one here, I think there is another spot where it's at too. And I know why it's here because Viacom or Nickelodeon owns the licensing for Turtles, but and that's my only complaint really. For at least what it looks like visually. I mean, other than that, it looks just great. It's like a miniature version of it, and that's what really these are. Yeah, it's a little spendy, and it's not for everyone. But if you want to feel like you are in an arcade without actually having to go to one or having to drag in a heavier unit, this is the next best thing. Yes, it doesn't have a JAMA board. I always felt these should have JAMAs, like miniature ones. It's emulated, but like I said, the next best thing. Okay, so one thing we're going to look at too is there going to be one small little difference. I think it's minor, but kind of makes this one stand out besides being 4 players. So right now we're looking at 1944. There's no sound. So we're going to go ahead and push play. Okay. So that's kind of like the medium or bottom level of the sound. That's maximum. Okay. So here, you can actually go up or down on the audio. I think that is minor, but also really huge. Now, I want you guys to listen to this for me. Does that sound off to you? To me, if it feels, well, sounds really like a different rendition, or am I making it up? It doesn't sound right. I might have to drag out my Xbox 360 or one of my Xbox 360s where I have the Turtles arcade game on there and compare the two if I can find it. So if you want to go to, let's say, Turtles in Time, you hold this down for 5 seconds. It's going to take you to the menu. Now we're going to compare. Okay. Winners don't do drugs. Winners don't use drugs. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. Pizza Power. So it has its theme song. I don't think it's changed at all. So what else can I say? It only has 2 games. And like I said, it might not be for everyone. It might be a little pricey. This one does come with a custom riser, unlike I bought this one specifically just because if the basement ever flooded, like it did, I'd have a good foot to protect. And it does rise it up, as it says, it's a riser to a certain height, and it it doesn't really feel like it's that lower of an arcade unit. Eventually, I'll have my WrestleFest down here, which is an actual real arcade unit with a real JAMA, and I have several other JAMAs I can always swap out. But I think these look really nice. And one thing I love about the Final Fight arcade unit is it comes with 4 games. Yes, it only comes with 2, and as someone pointed out earlier in my original video, this could have a lot more games. I still think it should have had The Simpsons because it could have been, Konami trifecta. 3 awesome beat 'em ups from the 90s, 3 of the best beat 'em ups in the arcade in the 90s. But this is a really nice unit, and I know some people didn't get theirs. I know that some of them snuck out here and there in certain stores, and not everyone got their pre-order. And I even heard that some of the Marvel ones got released as well. Now, I'm not going to get the Marvel one, at least not this year. I might look at 2020, picking that one up. Especially, I just want mostly for the Punisher. But guys, I think these are really nice. And, they're not the real arcade units, but they're next best thing. They're miniature. You can put them in your living room. You can have people come over and play. Here's a 4-player arcade cabinet, and it'll be interesting to see what it's like having 4 people crunched together, but it'll be just like the arcade. If you were a kid in the 90s, you knew how popular these games were. These were always getting quarters, or if you went to the nickel arcade, nickels just jammed in there over and over. You would play all the way through as much as you can till your money ran out. It was just a really fun time, and that's why I'm looking forward to having people come over and play Turtles, or if we have more people over and we can't play this one, at least they can jump over and play maybe some Final Fight or 1944 Ghosts and Goblins. Well, guys, I just want to do a really fast video. Thank you so much for watching. My first impression of it is I haven't played a whole lot because I've been putting it together, recording this, and trying to comment best I can. More content's coming, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun. Go game. See you later.